Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Logic Ops Lab. So today in this video we are going to discuss how to integrate a Maven based web application with declarative pipelines. So we are going to create two projects. If you can see on my screen, one is online and one is through the web UI. In both of them we are going to use Jenkins pipeline scripted. We are not going to use today. We are going to use only the declarative part, and then we'll run both of them and create artifact, and it's a web-based project, so it would be a war file. So that's what the plan for today is. So guys, let's get started. So go to GitHub. You can see two branches over here, main and develop. Let's go in the folder. There is a web folder and there is web.xml. Let's go back to app folder, which you can see index.jsp over there. It's a very basic file which says hello world, and this is a basic folder structure of a web application. Let's go to source. Let's go to web app for Jenkins. This is our application name and the repository name as well. There is other branch as well, develop. Let's go inside. You can see similar folder structure. There is only one peculiar difference over here. You can see Jenkins file, which is the only thing that's different. Now this Jenkins file have a few stages. Let's go back. We'll discuss about it later. And then you can see there are other files as well. But when you compare it with the main repository, main branch, you won't find any Jenkins file over there. And both has the same pom.xml. If you talk about the pom.xml, you can see the dependencies. There is other dependency as well for the Java X servlet, and the other dependency for the final name for my web app. So that's a very basic idea. You do not need it right now. You can just copy through my GitHub account, and all of the material is public. Let's go to manage Jenkins in our Jenkins file. Dashboard, go to global tool configuration. Let's scroll down and we'll see how to fix the Maven issue. Many times what happens is there is an issue related to Maven, build is not happening, and we'll add an entry over here. So I'll just give the name Maven 3.8.1 because that's what we have in dropdown. In this project we'll be using 3.6.3. I'm just telling you how to add. So all you have to do is save. This is one of the important steps that you have to do. Otherwise you have to install it through Jenkins file. Let's create a new item. Go to pipelines and we'll create a new project in which we'll select the name my web app and we'll just edit it. So the final name would be my web app with Jenkins file online. Online because we are going to take file from the GitHub repository. We're not going to create it. And nothing fancy has to be done. On the description, just write a basic description about the project, like this project will check out file from GitHub. So from there we are going to download it. Let's come down, select pipeline script from SCM, and SCM would be Git. So just drop down and select Git part and give the repository URL. Now where is the repository URL? Go back to your repository, go to code, click and copy the HTTPS part. Paste the same part and click on credentials. Select any, because if you remember in the previous videos I have saved it. This is a public one, so you don't have to do it. The name is main over here, but we have to do the develop because the Jenkins file is available from here. So just edit the name and give develop over here. The credentials that you had saved long back will be used. Otherwise this is just public, so you can just apply and save. You don't need the credentials, to be honest. So I think we guys are done. Let's click on build now and let's see what happens. Click on the first build. It will take some time. Let's go to console output and you can see that it will download the SCM from SCM first, skipping a few things and then scanning for the projects. What are the projects that it's looking for? It's using the Maven compilers and stuff, and it's this packaging, and there is other step. You can see that the build is successful, and for the other step, let's scroll down and you can see it is successful. So once it is successful, let's go to the top, go to the job, and you can see all the 4 steps are green over here. You can see that package, clean and install, everything is complete. Now when you see this Jenkins file, let's discuss what is happening. Now in this we have a pipeline. That's how it starts. We have tools. This is one of the very important step that you have to install, otherwise things won't work. Sometimes this MVN issue comes. So this is important for those people who are not running on their local. It is like for some other servers if you have client server architecture, so that is important for that. Now you can see that BAT is written over here because I have a Windows environment, so that's why BAT. Otherwise you would have used SH. So now you can see that all these steps are according to that file. Now you can see that Maven 3.6.3 that what we are using, and it is installed, and this is the declarative checkout step that was created because of that step from the Jenkins file. So this is how it's done. This is a very basic idea of how to use a Jenkins file from web UI. You don't have to write it. Now we'll do the same project the other way around. Let's create a new item. Now select the same thing, pipeline, but this time we are going to create same thing through web UI. So just edit the heading and just add web UI. You can write offline as well, doesn't matter. Come down and just save the project. Once done, the same basic thing, we'll write a description so that it is easier to identify what's happening. So in this project we will be writing a Jenkins file here only. That's all. You don't have to do anything, just come down, and you have to have pipeline script only because we are not checking out from some SCM. Now if you click over here, it will give you the basic template of how a GitHub plus Maven template looks like. Now what you can do is you can either edit it or you can just copy the one which I gave you on the repository. My repository is public and you can do anything from there and just check out and you can use that code. I'm just showing you a few things that you can do over here. You can edit this stuff, whatever it's written. You can just scroll down and see there are a few things over here. That's a very basic thing, and in the steps you can edit the stage like we saw in the previous videos as well, like git checkout or something. And there is one thing that you can notice over here, that double slashes is for comment in a Gradle based script. So this is a Gradle based script, so that's why you're using that. You can edit it and you can remove the stuff that you don't need. I already have one saved for me, so I'll just copy that, Control A, Control C, and just paste the exact same thing over here. So this is the one which we are going to work on. Just let me expand it so that you can see a better view. This looks better. Okay, now you can see that start from pipeline, any agent, tools 3.6.3, which is very important. On the stages, git checkout is the first stage that you have to write. Git branch is the main branch that we are going to use. You can see from there, let me show you. Go back to my repo and you can see there is no Jenkins file over here. That's why we are writing it over here. Credentials ID, my private token login creds. If you remember it, we have said it in previous videos. And the URL. So this URL comes from, from GitHub. This is a stage in which we are running BAT. Again, I am telling you BAT is because we have a Windows OS. It would have been SH if we would have been running this on a Linux environment. So this MVN package will package your file into a WAR file because this is a web-based project. Just save it, apply, and one very interesting thing, click on pipeline syntax and select archive artifacts. You can see there are a lot of options over here and you don't have to remember how to write your script. You just have to select something. Let me show you an example. Let me type git. I'll show you how I can do it. Now it will show you what are the steps that you need to take care of. This repository URL can come from GitHub. I'll just copy it from here itself because I don't want to go to GitHub. Just copy it, paste it. You have to give the branch name. So if you remember the branch name, it was main. Credentials, if you want a private one, because, and then click on generate pipeline and you will get the exact command that you have to use. Just copy it and paste it in the steps that you have to do. So that's how easy it is, guys. You don't have to write anything, or you don't have to like remember everything. This private base token here, it's giving the file that I created, the credential that I created, and it is not preferable to write these. So you can write the name which you did. So there are a lot of options available over here. Let's just go back, apply and save. We are going to run it. We'll click on build now. I think that's good over here, and it'll do exactly the same thing. The only difference over here is, yes, the pipeline that we are writing is writing over here. Let's go to console output, and you can see there are steps that are coming green over here. The blue one are running. Git checkout, which is the step, clean and install, and the package one. You can write them in one step. I'm just writing it to show you that there are a number of steps that's possible. So let's see how it looks like. So let's go to our build, go to console output, and you can see it's the exact same copy of what we did in the previous build job. So one thing noticeable here is my webapp.war, the war file we are packaging, we are creating. Let's copy this path and see how it looks like. Copy it, click on start, open run. This went on my other screen. Let me drag it, just copy and paste the same thing, and it will open the path where it has been built. Let me show you a better view. This is the same mywebapp.war file. Minimize it. Let's go back to the previous one. Let's go to dashboard, and I'll show you the other aspect as well. So this is the one which we previously created, the online one. If you go inside the console output, let me go on the console output. Exactly same steps are happening, and I'll show you that the same war file has been created through these steps as well. You can see over here. So this is a very basic idea of how things work in a web-based Maven project, and how do we integrate it with our uh, declarative pipeline. You can see this online one and the web, both are exactly same. The only difference is the way of working. The more professional one is the file that you place online, because it does not have any kind of dependency. So that's what we generally do over here. So thanks guys, I hope you have understood everything, and if you haven't, please feel free to comment below. And you can download and clone my repository. It's free and public from my GitHub, which I'm going to write in the description box, and you can go through it. You can create your own project and a simple web application Maven based, and you can run that as well. So in the next video, we are going to integrate the same stuff with Artifactory, and we are going to place our artifact over there. So thanks guys.